Hey friends, I'm Brittany.
And I'm Lindsay.
And we're not your average mamas.
On this podcast, we're here to make you laugh, share our experiences, and provide helpful tidbits that will make your parenting journey just a little bit easier.
So grab your favorite drink, sit back and relax, and let us join you in your multitasking.
Not Your Average Mamas.
A podcast showing you that parenting is anything but ordinary.
Ding, 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 ding. It's gotta be it.
I feel the Holy Spirit activating this.
I know, me too.
I can feel this coffee filled with the Spirit.
I feel myself filled with spirit.
Filled with something.
It's white.
Filled with whiteness.
I'm filled with whiteness. Welcome to the Unhinged Book Club, episode 3. You're welcome.
You are welcome. Let's get
Not Your Mama's Book Club.
fuzz on this.
Probably.
Which is weird because this room is perfectly clean all the time.
It is literally like a hospital in here.
Yeah, you could do surgery on the floor if you wanted to. I have.
I would like surgery on what?
Actually, I moved that chair that you're sitting in to clean, and I was like, oh, there's 43 guinea pig turds under here.
You counted?
Yeah, it took a while.
I love that.
Pass the time, you know.
Yeah, gotta pass the time somehow.
We still have Christmas trees behind us, but
Get festive.
you gotta admit that it adds a little
I like it.
hygge.
It's not
How do you
like
say that? Right?
hygge?
Yeah.
Are you speaking a different language?
Yes, it's Scandinavian, actually.
I had no idea.
Sorry, I can't explain it to you. Just
Oh,
kidding. It's
I'm
just
so
like how you make
stupid.
it really cozy.
Oh, I feel like it doesn't have ornaments, so it doesn't count. It's just like a
No,
lit. It's
it's
a lit
ambiance.
tree.
It's lit. It's
The tree
litty
is
titty.
lit.
All right, we're going to talk about some books because
Yeah.
we're like,
Obsessed.
okay, Lindsay coerced me into to listening to the first ACOTAR book. That was my first audiobook. I did it. I kind of let it just happen to me. And then by the end, I was like, shit's good. All right. And then I devoured the second book. I was texting Lindsay like, I am 350 pages in and they have not banged yet.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like chapter 54 where they bang.
I'm pretty sure it was chapter 54, page 417. And it was like...
There's only one bed. You know, my favorite words.
Oh, the favorite trope.
Yeah.
Oh, what else are we going to do, I guess? Can't just sleep.
No.
Anyway, I finished book 4 today, and now I'll be starting book 5 tonight.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see if you like book 5. Book 5 is very controversial. I feel like if you've dealt with a Nesta, you hate the book. If you are a Nesta, you like the book. But I like the concept of like the very first like thing is it was like, to all my Nestas out there, just keep climbing and read that after you read the book too, because it'll give you goosebumps. It just gave me goosebumps. I just think like she had a traumatic experience happen to her. She's just trying to figure out her life. Yes, she's being a bitch, and we shouldn't do that in real life. But like,
we just all process things differently.
no, it was good. I really enjoyed it. And then I am almost done with Crescent City book 3. So I'm like ready to be devastated because I think it ends on a cliffhanger. So I'm just like, because it just came out January 30th. So probably won't be able to read book 4 for a while.
Oh, gosh. I don't know if I could get into it yet unless I know I can read them all. Because then I bet the same thing will happen to me that happens when I watch a show. If the next season isn't out and it doesn't come out for a while, I've already completely dissociated from it.
She did summarize so there was a big gap between book 2 and 3. And book 3 started with a really great summary of books 1 and 2.
That's really nice. Sometimes you like detach and you like forget about it and you're like, oh, I already moved on. I don't want to continue.
I don't know if you want to know this, but I'm going to make you know this. But spoiler alert.
Oh, gosh. I don't know if I want to know it. You said you're going to make me anyway.
Well, ACOTAR, the world of ACOTAR and the world of Crescent City intertwine somehow.
I figured because Crescent Moon.
Yeah.
The Night Court.
Yeah. And then her Throne of Glass series is in the same world as I think ACOTAR is. I just don't know if it's like in a different, and apparently there's some things in there that like lead up to ACOTAR or something. I don't know. I haven't read into that theory as much as like Crescent City and ACOTAR and like the whole thing. They like tie in. There's no, is she inferring? Is she inferring that they align? Like, it's like, okay, yeah. So you just chugged through book 4. Book 4 of ACOTAR is the smallest book of all the books, and it is the hardest to get through.
I read the 700-page book 3 in 4 or 5 days, and I had hardly any time to read. And then I get to the 200 and some page book, the 4th book. It was like pulling teeth. I carried that book around with me everywhere. Like I was gonna read it, and I just kept leaving it places. Oh, I don't know where it is. I guess I can't read it right now.
Yeah,
it was. I wish I kind of don't even feel like I needed to have read that.
No. So that's what on TikTok, there's a lot of people that say that there's a right way to read the Sarah J. Maas books. So I think there's 16 books total in her bookcase. I don't know what to call it. Her repertoire. So a lot of people say start with ACOTAR, read the first 3 books, take a pause, and then you read the entire Throne of Glass series, which that has a reading. There's like 2 different ways to read it. There's like the actual way that she wrote it, reading it in that order, or you can read the romantic read, which places the 0.5 book as the 4th book you read. So basically I think that one has 8 books in the series. And then I'm
going to post that TikTok, that one that I sent you about like how you get in. You think you're getting into like a 5-book series, and then all of a sudden you're like in over your head. You have so many books to read.
I did not want to read Throne of Glass because there isn't really any smut in it, but it is like the plot is so good. Like I'm addicted. I'm sad that I'm like taking a pause on it right now to finish Crescent City 3. And I'm just like, what's going to happen? And I'm just like thinking, it's like in my mind all the time. There's a way to read Throne of Glass. So I'm reading the romantic read, which puts the Assassin's Blade as the 4th book you read. And then I'm going to tandem read the Empire of Storms and what the other one that you tandem read. And then apparently the very last book takes your heart, rips it out of your chest, crushes it, and then leaves you there to die. So I'm excited.
That sounds honestly amazing. Somebody asked me if we had an itemized list of all of our books that we recommended. Yeah. And I'm going to work on that before we post this episode. I'm going to have every single
PDF from on Canva.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Make it look pretty. And then we can just link it.
It'll be, yeah.
We can link it on our website.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
We're coming up with everything right on the spot now.
You're watching it in real time or listening to it if you're just listening to the podcast and not watching it. But I will have all the books that we've recommended, that we've talked about, that we've already read, that we've loved with the authors.
And a link?
And I was going to say, if possible, links.
Yeah.
Hey there, this is Editing Lindsay. We do have all the books linked in the show notes in our bio and on our website. So go check out our website. Website is also linked in the description down below, but you can also find it on all our social media platforms too. To find the description in the show notes, if you are on Apple Podcasts, you click on the episode, click the 3 little dots up at the top, click go to episode, and the description is right underneath the cover, and that's where I link everything. If you are in Spotify, there's a little less clicking. Just look up our name, Not Your Average Mamas. Go to Not Your Mama's Book Club 3 and click on the episode and just do see more, and all of our links are at the bottom below the description. Now back to the show.
We are going to have 3 books that we choose from for our book club because we're hoping to start that
in March.
I was going to say in the spring, but so then we'll have a vote online of which book you guys want to read.
Yeah, and then we will, I think it'd be fun I think what we decided was to do X amount of chapters per week and then just kind of like gather at the end of the week, like online. And then at the end of the book, we will do like a Zoom or something.
Yeah, we got to figure out logistics. I would love for us to do a couple like mini like Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
The virtual book clubs, literally. And then like have a snack, have a drink, and all talk about the book. That'd be so fun. And then we want to do an in-person like dinner or, you know,
Yes.
I'll meet up and
fun when
whoever's
patio
close.
season is.
Exactly. That would be super fun. And yeah, that's our vision for the online book club.
I'm excited. So you're knee deep in ACOTAR. Do you have anything else that you want to mention that we haven't? Because it was the beginning of January. So I read 8 books in January.
I also have read 8, I think maybe 9, because I was like on a roll with my Kindle.
Yeah, it's easy to whip through them.
It is. I have a ton lined up for it. We're going on a trip and I have my Kindle like stocked. I'm super excited.
I'm so excited to go on my
have
trip.
a 5-hour flight and I am going to devour books. But okay, so one book, speaking about books that happened to me against my will, honestly, Saving Noah traumatized me. And I'm not kidding you.
Oh, yeah.
That book was all over TikTok when I was searching like for books to watch on like KU, Kindle Unlimited, or listen to, read. Oh my gosh, can I talk? Read on Kindle Unlimited for free. And so, well, it's like $11.99 a month, but it feels free because you have so many popular books. So I looked up Kindle Unlimited on TikTok and repeatedly Saving Noah by Lucinda Berry. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. So I started listening. I didn't read the trigger warnings, and that's because I kind of didn't think I could be triggered. And I also like books with trigger warnings. I'm like,
we
sweet.
read Haunting and Hunting Adeline that had like 2 pages of trigger warnings. And I can see how it could have triggered somebody, but like, I haven't had anything like that happen. So I was just like, whatever.
No, I love books with trigger warnings. So I'm like, these are intense. They're going to make me feel something, you know. If anybody's
my icy soul.
If anybody has read Saving Noah, I went into it blind, no idea. It wrecked me. I almost threw up at one point. I was sick to my stomach. I took a multi-day break. I actually commented on Lucinda Berry's TikTok how traumatized I was. She replied to my comment 2 times.
Yeah.
She helped me get through it. I'm just kidding. But
she's paying for my therapy.
I know. Thanks, Lucinda. I can't tell if I'd want to recommend it to somebody or not. It was.
I just think when things happen to you in real life that are traumatic, reading about them is obviously gonna probably cause some PTSD.
Yeah, and I never thought that it could actually happen, but I did power through it, and I am glad that I finished the book, and it did change my perspective on a lot of things. I don't even know how to, I don't know. I can't even say it. I can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Read it at your own risk if you want to
listen to the trigger warnings.
Have your heart squeezed out of your chest.
Ugh. No, thank you. Not about that.
Yeah, it was very emotional.
I just found like lovers to enemies situations that are not real.
Yeah.
Fairies.
Another one I have that I've seen so many times recommended, Ask for Andrea. I started reading it right before ACOTAR, and I only read like a chapter, but I'm going to read that first after ACOTAR. And it's about like, it's a psychological thriller or some type of thriller. And I'm assuming it's like a woman that works at this bar that if you're like in a domestic abuse situation, you're supposed to ask for Andrea.
Oh.
And then I read the first and second Housemaid. Then there's a third one coming out this summer. I might have mentioned that in the second episode, but I'm excited for that book too. But that's pretty much where I'm at right now with reading.
I am consuming so much literature right now. On my Kindle, I'm reading the Zodiac series, which I read the reviews on it, and I wish I hadn't because the reviews are really bad. And honestly, her writing isn't fantastic. It's not like a literary masterpiece. It does bring out a lot of feelings in me that I'm like, you know, the young feelings when you were like digging in your bed. Sorry. So yeah, lay down.
He's trying to make his bed.
Anyways, a lot of people are like, there's no plot, blah, 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 blah. I think there's a really good plot, to be honest. There's a really good story to me. I don't know. I really enjoy it, but apparently I'm on the 4th book, but the 5 through 8th book is just like pure smut, and I'm excited, but
you have to earn your way.
I literally cannot stop reading it. Like I read at least 4 to 5 chapters a day. Minimum.
She didn't say 4 to 5. She said 45 chapters.
Yeah.
Minimum.
But I enjoy it. And then I'm listening to Crescent City, Throne of Glass. And then I think I bought the physical book of one of the tandem reads. And then I think I'm going to Kindle buy the other book so I can just like flip back and forth like that instead of like flipping through pages. And then that way, like one book I'll be reading faster because I plow right through them on the Kindle. I think I'm dyslexic.
Okay. I'm also going to be listening to The Fourth Wing. I've listened to 2 chapters so far pretty much, but I haven't had a lot of time to listen to stuff. It's been kind of a crazy time, but I'm excited. I'm actually thinking maybe I should listen to that at night with Jesse because he's never listened to an audiobook either. And that might be kind of a fun one to listen to.
There's some smut in there.
Well, that might be extra fun to listen to. He'd be clutching his pearls. You listen? You read this
It'd
stuff?
be funny to get his reaction.
It would. I'll just be creeping in the corner with my phone, recording him.
I like that. We should make the boys, our husbands read a chapter of ACOTAR. Once you read the 5th book, there's books 1 through 3 are and then he laid me down softly and made love. And then book 5 with Nesta is hold on to that board. You know?
Oh, good. So, because I do feel like ACOTAR is very vanilla.
Yeah. No, book 5 is wild. There's some hate fucking.
Oh, kind of like the twisted hate.
Yeah.
All
for
right.
Sure.
All right. Okay. Well, tonight's going to be interesting.
I mean, it definitely has to build up into it, but you're not going to wait until the last page to read anything.
Oh, good.
I've been listening to that, and then I'm trying to read One Dark Window. I've been on chapter 5, and I'm just struggling. I just feel like after reading on a Kindle, I read a real book, and I'm
real books do take longer.
I just can't read it.
Okay, that's one book that I've told you this before, but Gone Girl is the book I've tried.
I cannot either.
Painfully to read so many times. When I had no other books on deck, I'm like, you read that. This is your only book you have right now. Just read it. And I cannot. It hurts to read. I liked the movie. I don't know why I don't know.
It's just hard to get it. I feel like it's what is that one book?
The Bible?
Where the crawdads sing? Yeah, the Bible.
That takes a while.
Where the crawdads sing I didn't even finish it. I DNF'd that shit.
Oh, I didn't finish that one either.
Got 3/4 of the way through. I feel like nothing happened.
I also got
reading about everyday life.
I agree. I would say half of it, and I was like, but what's even happened in this?
The movie was pretty good.
I didn't watch the movie either because I didn't like the book.
The book was awful.
But why was it so popular? Why did everyone like it?
I don't know. I just feel I was what is what's the plot here? What's happening? She is an abandoned girl that
lives in the swamp.
Gets us I thought this was supposed to be about murder. And
where's just killing
glimpses. They're he's dead.
Yeah.
And there's no evidence. But there's this weird girl in the swamp. Let's blame it on her.
Jesse's still working on the book. Which, I mean, he seems to like it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering if the audiobook, if he'll like that. Because he doesn't actually have to read, if he'll like the storytelling of it. But that's the book I got him for Christmas called Winning the Money Game or something like that by Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins and Mel Robbins are not related. I wondered if they were because they're both really motivational people, motivational speakers, but
just ironic.
I
should have changed my last name to Robbins. Yeah.
You want money? Change your last name to Robbins. Yeah, I do like this picture quality. I think it looks better.
It does.
Can't believe I did something.
You did it.
I figured out a tacky thing. I'm like, hey, Naya took a picture in cinematic, a video in cinematic today. We're trying to get Judah to do this face. So I have a video of him curling his lip in cinematic. And I was like, that looks good.
Not the face, the picture quality.
Yeah, that was honestly what was a little aha moment.
But I do really enjoy the Zodiac Academy, and I don't care if people think it's bad. But I did see this one TikTok that was oh, did you read the Zodiac Academy? And they're like, yeah. And then she's like, oh, do you recommend it? And she's like, no, it's pretty bad. And she's like, oh, did you finish it and you liked it? And she's like, yeah. And I feel that. I just feel like the writing is...
Well, there's books you'd recommend and books that you're like, I don't regret reading it, but I wouldn't be shouting it from the rooftops.
Yeah.
The book that I read, I know I talked about on my first episode, Behind Closed Doors, I think was the one that I loved. And it rocked my world. That's what like catapulted me into reading again. And I was so shocked when I read the reviews on Amazon after I'd read it. So I'm like, what do people, okay, don't overanalyze books. Do you like it? Did it, like, they're like picking out all these tiny little loose ends that weren't tied up and this didn't make sense and this didn't. I'm like, I'm not going to overanalyze it. I liked it and it was very entertaining to me.
There is, speaking of getting into books, so I feel like we are at the age where like you are like, what's the one book that got you into reading books again? And I feel like mine was that. No, it was Haunting and Hunting Adeline.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. But
that I forced you to read.
Yeah. But this person, let me see if I can find her. There's this chick on TikTok and she just got into books. I'm going to pee my pants.
You can be in that coffee mug if you want to.
Gosh, what is her name? What's your name, girl?
What's your name? What's your name?
Okay. But
no, let's say my name. Say my name.
Okay, this is her name. Okay. Her name on TikTok is Stack of Books, Erica Stack of Books. Well,
what?
It like is a stack of books.
What? Her name's Erica.
Erica with a CK_CK. She is like a book talk person now. She just got into reading books like 3 months ago. And guess what book got her into reading books?
Tell me.
Credence.
Shut up.
She fucking loved it.
Credence. Did you like that book? I forget. I feel like you kind of liked it. But
I think I kind of liked it, and it was hard not to like finish it. It like sucked you in, which I give it like, it was kind of like the movie Saltburn, where it was so, it like wasn't bad cinematically or like literally or literarily. Yeah.
Is that a word?
I don't know. It wasn't bad, but you just could not look away. And it was crazy. Okay, we have a crying child. Pause. Where's your empathy at today? How many times have I gotten hurt? You should keep a tally.
Not that many times today. I have high empathy today. Can you tell?
You're just like,
Holy Spirit, activate.
Activate.
Honey.
What are you doing? You just need to turn it towards me. I'm out of the shot. Now we're crooked. Get your life together. Do you hang pictures? Hopefully not.
No, but I cut hair and I make them perfectly even. How you like that?
How you like me now? How you like me now? That was a fun intermission.
What's it? What'd you do? What'd you do? I was gone.
What
was so fun? Nice. I comforted a child.
That I didn't have my own child.
She hurt her leg. Her shin. She actually has a big bruise on it. Tripping on our broken ottoman. Just stick her on my slipper. Say that 5 times fast.
There's a sticker on my slipper. There's a sticker on my slipper. There's a sticker on my slipper. There's a sticker on my slipper.
That was 4.
There's a sticker on my slipper.
I'm impressed, really. Yeah, we've been living with an ottoman with 3 legs.
You guys. I feel like live with the stupidest shit.
A 3-legged ottoman.
It's not like you're broke. Go fucking buy a new ottoman. Get rid of it. Throw it away.
I just got the ottoman and it cost $100 and the leg broke off.
Manifest one for free on Facebook Marketplace for all I care.
I know.
That thing has hurt literally your entire family.
We have it balanced on a laundry basket. The one leg is like, it's upside down laundry basket. So like it's sturdy.
Need to burn it this
sometimes
summer.
It can be sturdy at times.
Can't he just take like a few nails and nail it back in?
He's tried, but there's a washer that's supposed to go between.
I feel like you could use brute force and some nails and screws.
Nails, wood glue.
This thing needs to go. Bye.
Now it's hurting my children. Jesse's falling. He sat on it forgetting that it had 3 legs to put his socks on. I've never had anything happen to me with autonomy.
Yes.
Because I know it has 3 legs.
Ian's fallen off of it too.
Well, don't go on a 3-legged ottoman. It's propped up against the bed for the sole purpose of Sawyer, our little dog, to get up on the bed, and it's decorative. And you know what? The laundry basket is plenty sturdy for him.
He's literally like 3 pounds.
You're humiliating him. He's 11 pounds.
No, he's not.
Come here, Sawyer.
Sawyer, are you 11 pounds?
Look at me.
Pip is bigger than him. Pip's 13 pounds.
He's like 2.
He's giving me the eye. Like, you son of a bitch. Don't talk about my weight like that.
Come here, Sawyer. Tell Lindsay we don't comment on other people's bodies. Come here. Get over here, you skinny fuck. Come on up. Sawyer has the body of a baby deer.
And the soul of a guinea pig.
And the neck of a...
What?
The neck of a llama. Why the
neck of a llama?
Why did he pick you?
I don't know.
He wanted to be closest to the camera.
He's like,
this is my time to shine. I was trying to get in this room to be a part of the podcast. I hear you guys recording every week. You're famous. This is your moment, Sawyer.
Take it.
Take it, Daddy. He's like, now I'm just plain uncomfortable.
He's like, I'll show you all my 11 pounds and I'll sit on your lap.
But your leg's sore now, huh?
Yeah, that's a little dagger right there.
Mom, she's insulting my body.
Sorry, what did you read this month?
He read the can of his dog, Sawyer. I saw him reading some dirty dog magazines.
You know what we found to read Pip? It's like how to talk to your cat about gun safety. And it has like how to talk to your... I forgot that I bought this book, or somebody bought it for me. But it was like how to talk to your cat about gun safety and other things like puberty and stuff. And we were going to talk to her about dog safety.
As you should have 2 weeks ago.
I know, we fucked up. Okay, we forgot about the book. We forgot to read it to her.
Trying to eat spaghetti off the table.
Living his best life. I mean, let's less dishes for you to clean up.
Because if you just give it to your dog on the floor and they lick it clean, you don't need to wash it.
It's cleaned. It's like pre-washed.
It's true. Now I have a dishwasher again, so that's great. That's been a huge improvement in my life. Speaking of things I dealt with for too long. Do you know a dishwasher is only $400? And I just like went through my last year of my life. Basically,
I still don't know why you guys were holding off. I was like,
just bought that other one. We only have that other one.
Should have insured it. Insurance?
We lost our flow.
We did.
Here's the deal, people.
Read books.
Read books.
Love life.
It's a movie in your mind. It helps you escape your daily life.
They say the more books you read, the smarter you are. It doesn't matter what you're reading. That's what my anatomy professor told me.
I'm going to find an inspirational quote about books. Just kidding.
Read all the smut. It makes you smarter.
Smut makes you smart.
I need a shirt that says that.
And you have to have it in a Brooklyn accent. Smut. Smut makes you smart. Is that a little
smart?
It makes you. I can't. Shut up, Brittany. I want to play that game. I should have stopped while I was ahead. I was thinking of that game, Utter Nonsense. Yeah, I was trying to like.
A little part of me wants to stay over here Saturday night and then just hang out all day Sunday and then go to the party and then go home. But I feel like Jordan would be like, no, too much time.
What's the party?
The football.
Oh, I forgot about the
footballs.
The football's happening. There's
footballs.
Some people call it the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I humiliated myself in front of one of my clients the other night.
Yeah. Were you talking about football?
Yes. That's how it happened. And he's like,
the story. He
goes, so what do you say? What do you like about football? No, he didn't say that. He knows I hate football.
So what do you like about football?
He said, what's your vote for football or something like that? And I was like, what are you saying? He's like, for the football game. And I'm like, what football game? He's like, the Super Bowl. And I was like, I don't know who's in the Super Bowl. And he said, the 49ers and the Chiefs. And I said, oh, well, I'm going to probably vote for the Chiefs because I kind of like the underdogs. I always vote for the underdogs. And he's like, they've been to the Super Bowl the last 4 out of the 6 years. And I was like, damn it.
I should have said because of Taylor Swift.
I had to take it back. I was like, I know who they are because of... Ironically, this guy wanted a haircut like Travis Kelce, before Taylor Swift, I didn't know who Travis Kelce was. And then now, fast forward a couple months, I was like, oh, you meant Taylor Swift's boyfriend. But yeah, I was pretty embarrassed because I was like, I guess I'm going to change my vote to the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they won last year.
The 49ers?
No, the Chiefs.
Oh, shoot.
I
I'm
know
just
they
going to
won 2
dress
years
in
ago.
solid black with a black veil on my head.
I'm just sad that me and Jordan are not going to win $1,000 this year. Just kidding.
Why would you?
Are we betting at this point?
$1,000?
Yeah, 1,000, like 100.
$100?
$10.
$10? I'd vote. Why do I keep talking about voting? I've got voting on the brain.
I vote that we watch football.
I vote everybody brings $10 and then the
$10?
winner wins a pot. A pot full of cash. Pot of gold, if you will.
They win one pot.
And the hosts keep the cash. We're going to keep all your money, but here's a pot. We didn't clarify when we said you were going to win the pot.
They just like pull out a pot underneath the stove.
Yeah.
They're like, here you go.
And we're going to keep all this cash. You guys gave us all $10 for hosting, right?
Oh, gosh. Anywho,
This
is Unhinged Book Club.
Yep.
Not
we
Your
should
Mom's.
change. This is Not Your Mama's Book Club.
Unhinged.
You can keep it a little hinged,
Or not hinged at all.
but don't keep it unhinged.
Don't keep it averagely hinged. Oh, gosh.
Anyway, bye.
Bye. Look for the link in the bio for the booklet.
Say that again.
In the bio, there's going to be a link for the booklet.
The book club is coming to a city near you. I felt like I was in church for a second. Like a hymn.
The books will provide for you.
This is Not Your Mama's Book Club.
You've been blessed.
You've been blessed. That should be our tagline. You've been blessed. Mama's out.
I'm trying to do a mic drop.
So we're...
What are you doing? Be my pants.
Sawyer.
Sawyer!
Come talk in the microphone.
No habla inglés.
No habla inglés?
¿Viajaste tú?
Do you speak what are you, Bichon Poodle? Do you speak Bichonese?
Bichon.
Oakley's a cockapoo, so he speaks Cocker Spanish.
Oh. I thought he spoke cock.
Oh, he speaks cock too. Just like your mom. Sorry, Shannon.
That's how I was born.
That's not how babies are made. Cock.
Just imagine if every time you said the word cock, you got pregnant.
Oh, gosh. Anytime somebody asked me what kind of dog Oakley was, I'd get pregnant. You know what? Or spaniel. Or spaniel. As far as I know, he's probably from a puppy mill. I don't even know.
Where'd you get him?
Off the side of a road. Just kidding. I bought him on some random sketchy website.
Craigslist?
No, it was called Puppy Pals or something.
Puppies are us.
We breed puppies for fun in poorconditions.com. We were like 21. We had no idea what to do. We just found a random website and got...
Did you get Oakley and Sawyer at the same time?
No, first we got Annabelle, who died. And then we got...
Sorry, it's not funny.
She died. Then Jesse surprised me with Oakley. And then 3 months later, we got Sawyer. And so I had 3 puppies within 9 months. It was like a mom triplet. Dog mom triplet.
Oh, I'm getting the good spot.
His leg. That's his leg.
Yeah. He's like,
feel my leg. Feel how soft these pants are.
With what?
Your hand.
You got me.
No, I'm serious. I was kidding about the foot thing, but are these not so soft?
Where'd you get them?
Costco.
Oh,
Where are the Costco?
I need to go to Costco. They
These
have pockets?
have pockets for days.
Yeah,
Actually,
you
that
got
one's fake.
What?
But there are pockets. They're very, very soft. I would say the large was a little bit big.
Large, yeah.
But they didn't have any other sizes in this color. And we're just still talking.
Still going. Welcome.
We just like to hear the sound of our own voices.
To our lives.
There was a game night here Sunday with the neighbors, and one of the cards was like, we were playing What Do You Meme? And it was like something about how you don't like to hear the sound of your own voice or something. And Marissa's like, yeah, that's not Brittany.
You can't.
Because of my own podcast.
I hate the sound of your own voice doing a podcast. I thought I was going to hate my voice, but.
Same. It sounds much different in a microphone than like on a voicemail or something.
Yeah, for sure.
This is our true, authentic voices like this.
I didn't burp.
I had to because you didn't. I just made myself burp. Oakley, his neck looks just like a grandma. It does.
I'm picturing like an entire grandma.
Turkey neck.
Where's the grandma? I don't see like the head, the legs, the arms.
Oh, that's probably super disrespectful to grandmas.
Weird contouring situations going on with his fur. It just makes it look worse. It's
don't
like
don't use that bronzing stick.
The gold goes down weird. Makes your throat look saggy and wiggly.
That's
It
literally
is?
his skin.
Can I bloop it?
Yeah, you can grab it.
Blah, 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 blah.
Ball sack skin. All right, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
The last thing you say is ball sack skin.
I love books.